Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Aishamar, also known as Road Code Boss, and Taboom presents Road Code 5.0. Ensure that you go to Road Code HQ at 1 Lewis Street in Savannah Lamar this Saturday, June 10, and party with the boss for the road Code Boss himself. Now, on the menu will be conch, fish, chicken, and pork. There will be giveaways every hour and the hour. We are told that a lot of selectors will be passing through. That's this Saturday at 1 Lewis Street in Savannah Lamar. Check it out. And remember, tomorrow, Friday, Dana with the sweetest pineapples around. She'll be at Dunbar's Mall in Savannah Lamar. Check her out. Now, you have seen these videos, right?
Serious message to Andrew.
I am the unbeatable king. Come to clear the air. Post a video yesterday, more of a stunt or a prank, and gone viral.
Well, guess what? That was not a prank. That is a criminal offense. And if this guy wanted to go viral, he has gone viral. But it's also going to cost him a lot of money. Maybe even jail time. And it's going to cost him a criminal record. His correct name is Chevaugne Flowers. He is 30 years old. And he's living at Mockingbird Circle in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. In case you didn't hear it, this is what he said. Listen.
There's a bomb in Orcharius at the Rubis gas station. It's set to go off tonight, 7 o'clock. If you don't want the bomb to stop, no need to bring $20 million to me. Make sure this message go to Andrew.
You heard that? Now, as a result of the release of that video, a lot of persons were inconvenienced. Roads and business places were closed. Police, soldiers, fire personnel, and others were dispatched to the area. Chevaugne Flowers, he was eventually picked up by the police. We are told that his home was searched yesterday, Wednesday, June 7, but nothing incriminating was found. He has now been officially charged. He has been charged for creating public mischief and use of computer for malicious communication. So, Chevaugne Flowers, he'll be going to the courts shortly, you know. There is a popular saying, what is joke to you is, do you know what it is? Finish it for me. What is joke to you is. Now, in this next incident, a 17-year-old Calabar High School student has been slapped with rapeable offenses. His name is Rafigue Pitterson, and he's living in the greater Portmore area of St. Catherine. The allegations are that Rafigue, him hold on and take it away from a 15-year-old schoolgirl. A report was made and he was arrested and charged. So, Rafigue, he'll be going to the courts shortly. This next incident, it took place yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, June 7, about some minutes after 2 o'clock. It took place at a bar at Biscayne Circle in the Passage Fort area of Portmore. We are learning that a man, about 70 years old, he was inside the bar doing some repairs when 3 hoodlums entered posing as customers. We are told that the hoodlums, they ordered a flask of rum. One of the hoodlums, he then brandished a gun and proceeded to rob the 70-year-old man. It is said that the man, he resisted, and the hoodlum, who could have been his great-grandson, he used a gun and hit the 70-year-old man on the left side of his forehead, causing a serious wound. The hoodlum, he then robbed a quantity of liquor, cigarettes, and cash from the bar. Now, the bar owner, a lady in her early 40s, she didn't know what was going on inside of the bar. She walked in. She was held up by the hoodlums who stole her handbag containing bank cards, ID cards, and cash. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. Just like that. Now, this next incident, it took place earlier this week. It took place on Sunday morning, June 4, about 9:30. It took place along the Beeston Spring Main Road in the Bluefields Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that a man, he's in his mid-20s. He was riding a Zamco motorcycle along the road. On reaching a section of the road where there are some potholes in the road, the man slowed down to negotiate the potholes. Another motorcycle was traveling in the opposite direction with two guys on it. The motorcycle slowed down also. The two guys on the motorcycle, they then indicated to the rider on the next bike to stop. The rider stopped. The pillion, he came off the bike, went up to the other guy on the bike and told him to hand over the keys for the bike and come off of it. The guy refused, and the hoodlum, he pulled a gun and fired one shot, hitting the guy in his left leg. The guy then came off the bike, and the hoodlum, he took control of it. Both hoodlums, they then rode away on the two bikes, making good their escape. The guy who was shot, he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. Just like that. The mayhem. Now, in this next incident, and I'll definitely be updating this story tomorrow because I'm gathering some more details. But that guy on your screen, his name is Damion Henry. Damion is 40 years old and he's living at Content District in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that in October of 2021, a man was ambushed and shot up by hoodlums. The man who was shot, he was seriously wounded, but he managed to survive. He was able to identify his attackers. Now, in February 2022, two persons suspected to be involved in the shooting, they were picked up by the police. They were eventually charged and placed before the courts. One of the guys charged was none other than Damion Henry. Damion, he went to court and he was eventually offered bail by the court. The court also instructed him to report to the Withorn police station at least 3 days per week as a part of his bail condition. The case was set to be tried in the Western Regional Gun Court next month, July. But when that case is called up next month, Damion, he will not be present because about 10:30 this morning, Thursday, June 8th, Damion, he was standing in front of a shop at a place named Mount Pleasant, near to Williamsfield, in the parish of Westmoreland, when we are told that a motor vehicle drove up and hoodlums in the car, they opened gunfire at Damion, killing him on the spot. The hoodlums, they then escaped in the said motor car. Now, in tomorrow's video, I'll be giving you a more detailed report on this incident. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. And may they tell you no, not true. May they tell you no, I'm working on the voice. You see? Improvement, don't it? Yeah, man, me I work on it. So, in the final story for today, you're gonna want to listen this one to the very end. A young man named Dallano Jason Brown. He's also known as Kino and rapper. He's 22 years old and he lived at Portmore Villa in the Gregory Park area of St. Catherine. He lived with a female who works in a government department. The female, She owned a car looking like that one on your screen. That's a blue Kia Seltos motorcar. Tuesday morning, June 6, sometime after 9 o'clock. Kino, he left the house at Gregory Park, driving his girlfriend's car. Now, I'm not sure at what time of the day he went there, but during the course of the day, Kino, he drove to Central Village. I am also not sure what business he went to transact at Central Village or who he knew at Central Village. But whilst there, Kino, he was KIDNAPPED by 3 hoodlums. Now, one of the hoodlums who took away Kino is that guy on your screen. His name is Jordon. Now, I have not yet verified Jordon's last name, but he's said to be in his 20s and he was living at Windsor Heights in the Central Village area. Jordon and his 2 cronies, they bound Kino's hands, put him in the vehicle and drove around with him until nightfall. Now, at nightfall, they drove with Kino to his home at Gregory Park. They instructed Kino to use his house keys and open the door for his home. And I didn't say it, but the 3 hoodlums, they were armed with guns. So Kino, he opened the door and the 3 hoodlums, they entered the house. The female was in bed, fast asleep. The hoodlums wake her up. Can you just imagine how frightened this female was waking up, seeing her spouse hands tied up and 3 hoodlums standing over her with guns? Boy, may I tell you. Now, the hoodlums, they asked the female for her bank cards. She gave them her Scotiabank and NCB debit cards. They then instructed her to come with them. All of them, to include Kino, they went outside and the hoodlums drove them away in the lady's Kia motorcar. They drove to the Scotiabank on Constant Spring Road. We are told that while they were on their way, one of the hoodlums, he hit the lady 2 times in her face with a gun, causing a serious swelling. At Constant Spring, they took the lady out of the car and forced her to withdraw over 100,000 Jamaican dollars from her Scotia and NCB accounts. The lady handed over the money to them. The hoodlums, they then left the ATM and headed back to Portmore. We are told that on reaching in the vicinity of the bridge along the Hellshire Road, one of the hoodlums, he shot Kino. The hoodlums, they then stopped the vehicle and dragged Kino out of the vehicle. They then shot him again whilst he was outside, ensuring that he was dead. They then left him on the side of the road. The hoodlums, and let me tell you from now, a lot of you are going to be asking what happened to the lady. The lady is safe, but you're not going to hear me say anything else about the lady. Trust me when I tell you, she is safe. So the hoodlums, they got rid of the Kia motorcar and they were now driving a grey Toyota Fielder motorcar. We are told that they drove to a location in Kingston where they got rid of some items. They also changed clothes because the clothes that they had on was bloody. Yesterday morning, Wednesday, June 7, about some minutes to 10 o'clock, 2 of the hoodlums, they returned to where they left Kino's body along the Hellshire main road. They then dragged Kino's body to the other side of the road in the bushes. A team of police officers who were by now tracking the grey Toyota Fielder motorcar, they spotted the car along the Hellshire Road in the vicinity of the bridge. Remember that the hoodlums, they had just dumped Kino's body in the bushes. The 2 hoodlums who were now in the car, on seeing the police, they opened gunfire. The police, they took evasive action and returned the fire. We are told that the hoodlum who was driving the Toyota Fielder, he rammed the car into the police vehicle, damaging it. The hoodlums, they drove off with the police in pursuit. All this time, the hoodlums and the police, they were trading bullets. The hoodlums, they drove to Fort Clarence Beach, where the gun battle continued. And if you look on your screen, there is the Toyota Fielder motorcar. The hoodlums jumped out of it, still firing shots at the police. The police returned the fire, and Jordon, that hoodlum on your screen, he was cut down. His crony made good his escape in the mangroves. We are told that the police, they have identified who the 2 other hoodlums are, and they are on the hunt for them. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man a pay blood